Hey guys, welcome back. So I know I said I was going to discuss some things in individual videos, but I think it's just best if I combine them all together. I was advised after posting my first video if I'm discussing something totally like a sensitive topic, to definitely say trigger warning. So here's your warning, trigger warning. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm playing. All right, so back on subject. I'm going to talk about my personal experiences, my losses. And I was going to put it in individual videos, like I said, but you know what? I feel like that's too much. That's too extra. Even if extra is my middle name. So our first loss started, the first loss took place about the same week as our wedding. And how that happened was I had just recently got off Mirena and back on pill contraceptive, and silly me, I forgot to mention to my primary care physician that I was no longer on Mirena and I was on regular pill contraception. I had a sinus infection, and so he prescribed me antibiotics. It was a sinus infection. So he did that. And because of that, I ended up pregnant. Here I am thinking, oh my God, I'm fertile myrtle. I still got it. Yeah, huge joke, right? So I remember being really upset when I first found out I was pregnant. I was like, this is not how I planned it. Like, why is this happening? I was so upset. And it was like, I looked at it as like such a big inconvenience. And now I kind of like give myself a kick in the butt because I'm like, dang, joke's on you, girlfriend. Nothing's going as planned right now. Oh, you gotta laugh at your pain. So the first loss happened same week as our wedding, or whatever. And I found out I was pregnant, and I was so upset because like my bachelorette weekend was coming and then my wedding, and I was just like, why is this happening? Then a couple days later, I started miscarrying. I didn't even get to go to the doctor. I feel guilty because when that happened, I was a little bit relieved. I was still emotional, still sad, but a little bit relieved. And I think that's what really messed me up. I just took one day at a time because that's all you really can do. So the second loss, I didn't see that one coming. Of course, we didn't see that coming. We just thought, first loss, bad luck. Okay, whatever. Next time we will be successful. So this time we got pregnant and we were so excited. I made it to 9 weeks and I was like, oh my God, I'm starting to feel pregnancy like symptoms. Holy crap. Excuse me. Got blood work done. Numbers were beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. This is so great. So this one's really tough for me to talk about because this is like, it still gives me like heart palpitations talking about it. It was around Christmas time, and we wanted to hold off and tell his parents on Christmas because, we would go over there, do presents and everything like that. We were renting a house, so we didn't live with them. And so what we decided to do was book an elective ultrasound. So I found a cute little place in St. Augustine, and I was like, I'm totally going to do this. So on our way there, I was like, babe, we should go to like Bell's Outlet, which is like a little clearance store. And I was like, we should find like the cutest little Christmas outfit. So that way we can wrap it up with the ultrasound picture and give it to your parents for Christmas and do something cute. Like I looked on Pinterest. I had all these like cute little announcements planned in my head. And I was excited. We were excited. And he was like, Of course, I was a little bit worried because of what, like, I had been through, like, 7, 8 months prior to this. But he was like, oh, my God, stop worrying. The baby's fine. The baby's fine. Don't worry about it, Lex. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I was like, all right. I'll put my worries aside. So I did, for the most part. But something was telling me, like, girl, something's up. So we go to this ultrasound, and my heart's beating, and I'm so nervous, like I want to puke. I go get on the table, and she puts this probe on my belly, the ultrasound probe, and I start to see, like, the gestational sac, and I'm like, oh, snap, I am pregnant. And then I'm like, wait, something's wrong. And she's like, wait. And everybody's, like, confused because we're not seeing a baby. So she tells me she thinks it's this thing called a blighted ovum. Immediately we leave, we go to the hospital, and they confirmed, like, hey, yeah, like, that's what it is, so you should definitely follow up with your OB. So I did. And I can't tell you, like, how painful it was to leave the hospital that night after leaving the ultrasound place. I remember, like, getting into the house, like, parking the car. My husband parks the car in the garage. I go and grab the Bella's outlet bag out of the car, and I get in the house before him, and I'm just looking at this, like, outfit. I had decorated the tree before, like, that appointment, so I just basically remember throwing this outfit in its box in a Rubbermaid container and just shoving it in our spare bedroom. And I still have it. We still have it till this day. And my husband tells me all the time, don't worry, babe, it's going to happen one day. We'll fill that outfit. It's still in there, you know, in our, like, in with our Christmas decorations. So easy to find. Yeah. At this point, I decided to join a miscarriage support group. And that is the best decision I made, because, for me at least, because so many women go through it. It's common. You know, in this time you feel so alone and sad and just lost, and it's nice to have a group of women who are just nothing but supportive. Of course, there's going to be some groups out there where they just suck, but I was lucky to find this group. You meet a lot of good people, you get a lot of good advice, but I remember when it was time for us to start trying again, I think this is how it went. I decided to look for something called an Ava bracelet. And you know what, actually, I found an Ava, this is how I got pregnant with the second pregnancy, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. It's been so bad that I try to, like, block a lot of it out, but, like, this is partly why I'm trying to make this, so that way, like, I can look back and, you know, I don't know, maybe hopefully someday look back and say, yeah, girl, it was totally worth it. But around this time, like, I found something called an Ava bracelet. You know, I kept seeing ads of it on Facebook, so I decided to inquire about one. So my silly behind really looked on Facebook Marketplace and to see if anybody was selling one. I wasn't going to buy one, like, secondhand. I was like, I wanted to find insight on it because, like, I couldn't find any, like, reviews, because, like, I wanted to find, like, a real person, not, like, a verified review on the website. I wanted to talk to a real person. So this is hilarious. I get my little behind on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm just like, Ava bracelet. Boom. Clicked it. Found 2 on sale. Message 2 of these women. One of them was, like, super short with me, so I was like, meh, fuck you, whatever. The other one, her name's Taylor, me and her, like, hit it off. Like, we started talking every single day, started asking her about this bracelet. I was like, I live far from you, but I just wanted to find out, like, if you like this thing, like, if it worked. And it did for her. So I was just, it just became like me asking her all these questions. And then shortly, like after it was just like every day we were talking. And then eventually we added each other on Facebook and we became really like good friends. Like I consider her a big part of my life, whether she knows it or not. She's huge in my life. Literally anything, I can run to her and be like, what do I do? And she's like, calm down. This is what we do. This is what you need to do. You need to do this. Let me tell you what. I found so much in her. Like, she has taught me how to advocate for myself. I never did. I would just listen to whatever the doctor said and just be totally timid with it. You know, and I'm so glad that I met her because now I can advocate for myself. I'm okay to do that. I'm comfortable standing up for myself. So she's a huge part of like this journey with me, like my life. Like she's an awesome friend. She's a great mom. Like her kids are adorable. They're so adorable. Oh my God. But she's that person that literally will be so blunt with me. I don't have to worry about her sugarcoating things. You know, it's important to have a support system. It's important to have, you know, a person other than your significant other to talk to. And that's my person when it comes to these things. You know, I have other friends, you know, I've also have friends that are going through this, but this girl went through it, got her rainbow baby. So it's so nice to have somebody to like kind of like shine that flashlight and be like, hey girl, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's my girl, man. You know, I have an awesome support system, you know, aside from her. I have amazing friends, you know. Part of the reason why I'm doing this for me is because what set me off was, and this is totally normal, somebody announced their pregnancy to me and I'm not like upset at them and I'm not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it still hurts. It's okay to be happy for someone, but still it's okay for you to be hurt by those news because in this journey, this shitstorm of a journey, it's totally okay to feel the way you're feeling, to be just jealous and bitter and just you want to rip your hair out and cry and scream. You know, it's okay. It's totally okay to feel that way. You know, and I made a post on Facebook and I was like, you know what, maybe the reason why this is bothering me is because I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it enough and I should talk about it and I should document it. And you know what? I got so much support out of that post that, holy crap, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should make these videos. Maybe I should, because maybe it can help me and it can help somebody else. You know, I don't know if it's 1 view, 2 views, 3 views, a bajillion views. At least it's helping me. And hopefully one day it helps someone. You know, I don't know if anything's going to come of these videos, but I'm going to just keep making them just to document this whole entire journey, you know? Yeah. So join groups, talk to people, accept a support system, let people love you, you know? Don't push people away. I've done that. And it sucks. You know, you find out genuinely who your real friends are when you go through hard times, you know? So the best advice and like the takeaway from this video is like to just take one day at a time and breathe and just find something to just keep your mind busy and just stay golden. You know, stay positive. It's so hard to stay positive, but try to stay positive. I struggle with it still. I'm not perfect by any means. I still have my days where I just want to cry and crawl under a rock and just be done. But in my bones, in my heart, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I hope one day I can truly just look back at this time and look back at this video and say, it's totally worth it. I hope I can have that moment. So, thanks for listening. Have a good night. Bye.